what's up guys, it's Cole, it's your Friday guy. I just want to apologise first of all for last week. I just got really busy with work and I just didn't have time to upload my video, but I'm back this week, of course, for the trans sibling topic. So, yeah, as I say, this week's topic is trans siblings, so I'm just going to tell you a little bit about mine. So I have one half brother, one stepsister and one stepbrother. I'll put in pictures of them at some point. But yeah, so my half brother is now 13 years old. He's already taller than me, which is a bit like, you know, that's kind of shit, but whatever. He's gonna be a big guy. He's probably about here now already. So yeah, I'm the little big brother, so it is what it is. I have my stepsister who is also taller than me. Just everyone's taller than me, basically. But yeah, I have a stepsister who is 19, and my stepbrother, I think he's 29. So me and my brothers and sisters, we didn't really grow up together. I came into my brother's life, my half brother's life, when he was about 6, so about 7 years ago. So yeah, like the oldest brother, he moved away. You know, obviously I wasn't in their lives at that point, so you know, obviously I have a relationship with all of them and it's great. But yeah, I can't remember his age fully, so apologies if you're watching this, Curtis. But yeah, so they're all great. As I say, my youngest brother, he's, as I say, 13. When I came out to him, we were all quite worried about it. We were sort of thinking, you know, is he going to react badly? Is he gonna, do you know what I mean? Like, cause he's at the age where, you know, he's becoming a teenager, and you know, you don't know if he's just going to be like, what is this? You know, he could just not want to be my brother. That was a little worrying in the beginning, but he took it really well. So, you know, when we told him, he was just like, yeah, I have no issue with it. It was just so nice to be surprised by that, because, as I say, we were expecting the worst, and he completely surprised us all. So it was a really good feeling. He was actually the best on pronouns and my name change out of the whole of that side of my family. Like if my dad said she or said my birth name, then he'd be like, Dad. No, he'd always correct me. It was pretty funny actually. He's always been hot on it. He's just started to tell his friends as well. Which is, you know, I wouldn't have expected from him, because, I mean, in some ways, obviously, what's the big deal? But at the same time, kids are cruel, and especially when you're in school, like, kids can take the piss out of you, and that's not an issue that I want to give him. That's not something that I want to put on him. And don't get me wrong, I'm proud of who I am, and I'm proud of my identity, but for him to have people take the piss out of him in school, but like, because they don't know any better because they're kids, or they've been taught wrong because they're kids, then, you know, I'm not there to protect him. I'm not there to try and educate those kids. So it's just something that I've never forced on him to have to try to say, or have to tell people. He can only tell them if he wants to, and he has started telling them, which is, you know, it does mean a lot to me. But I'm just cautious. I don't want him to have a bad time in school because of it. But it is what it is. So yeah, he started telling his friends. Yeah, he was really good with it. My stepsister, once again, fine with it. Stepbrother, once again, fine with it. They've all been really, you know, just really supportive. That whole side of that family have just been so supportive. So it's just nice to know that I have that support on both sides. Unfortunately, my brother's not here right now. He's in school, so I can't, you know, get him in to have a little talk about it himself. But you know, if you guys do want that, then I could try to get him in at some point, and try to, you know, see what he thinks. But obviously, being a teenage kid, he's not the most talkative of people, so I can't guarantee that would, you know, that would happen very well. And I guess the pros and cons of being a trans sibling, I mean, there's not really, I mean, for me, I don't really see it as a pro or a con. It's just, it is what it is. Like in my world, like, you're just, it is what it is. Like, you are who you are. Like, there's not really a pro and con to it, because it just is. I don't really know. I mean, I guess that's just my way of thinking about it, but, you know, before I started testosterone, he was just on the verge of obviously beginning puberty, and I remember feeling quite jealous of him, and quite sort of like, you know, this should be happening to me, why is it not happening to me? And just wondering how I'd sort of deal with it, and you know, I know it sounds kind of selfish, because obviously, you know, this guy's going into a man, and he's doing his thing, and that's great, and of course I was you know, I was pleased for him, proud of him, like, you know, he's doing great, but because before then I hadn't admitted it to myself, and I couldn't allow myself to come out and tell people about it. It did kind of get to me that he was just so effortlessly going through this journey that I so much craved, and so it's so empowering to now have begun this journey basically at the same time as him, so basically going through exactly the same stuff at the same time, which is kind of odd, but you know, it's good. I feel like it will bring us closer as siblings as well. Not to say we're not close already, because we are, you know, we're really close. We got on even better now that I've started testosterone for some reason. I guess, I don't know, maybe just because I understand him more, he understands me more. It's just being around each other as men, or growing men if you like. Yeah, it's just, we just click more, so it's really nice. Like all of my sibling relationships I feel have developed since I've come out, just because I'm out of my shell more and I'm more myself. And I'm not just such an introvert. Like, you know, I used to be very introverted, and it's not saying it's a bad thing, but it's just nice to be coming out of my shell and just being myself around people that, especially that are close to me. So yeah, that's pretty much all I can say on the topic today. But yeah, as I say, if I can get my brother in at any point and you guys would like him in, then I'll see what I can do. I can't guarantee it, as I say, but yeah, I'll speak to you soon, guys. So have a good week, and I'll see you next week. Peace.